Joined by a couple of the leaders of the defense, Raekwon McMillan, Gareon Conley. Guys, it's such a different feel from a year ago. You guys are clearly among the leaders of this group. You're the veterans. How does the fact that you've had so much turnover, and Gareon, I want to start with you because in the secondary, essentially, you are the lone wolf remaining. How does that turnover impact your role on this team as a leader?
Well, a lot of good guys left, like Vaughn and Tyvis and Eli. I was close with them. But I know a lot of guys that we have now are eager and ready, and they're all working hard. And as the leader of the secondary, I got to lead them the right way, set an example for them, and show them how to be DB for the Buckeyes.
How about with the linebackers, Raekwon?
I really don't feel much of a difference, man. Yeah, we lost some great athletes in Darren Lee and Joshua Perry, but I think Chris Worley and Dante Booker can come in and do the same exact thing that they did because we have high expectations here, and we don't expect anything less.
Raekwon, take me a little bit inside the huddle after it breaks. As the middle linebackers, you walk to the line. I don't need you to give me the defensive stuff, but tell me a little bit about the keys and some of the things you're thinking about when you walk to the line of scrimmage.
So we always break it down on bullets. So bullets on 3, 1, 2, 3 bullets. As we're running out there, my first read, I'm looking at the formation. We always go call formation, or what's your alignment, and then how you gonna make the play. So your technique. So just go through that process every play. As we run out there, I look at the formation, give my D-line the right or left call. And as I give them the call, I look at the running back set and how I can align myself and make the play. And then as I see the running backs and how they're aligned, look at the receivers, look at key to linemen, see if they give me any pre-snap reads, and then from then on, go make a play.
See, Reverend, now you can play linebacker. You've got all the
Well, there are some physical
right
tools that
don't
probably
worry about
come into play too. But mentally, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
And Gareon, in the secondary, it's really all about communication, and you're out there on the island a lot, playing man to man. What goes through your mind when you come up to the line pre-snap?
So when I come up to the line, I always look at the formation first, see how many receivers I got. And, well, first, actually, I get the call from the safety, depending on what the coverage is. And then I look at the receivers and the formation, see if I got single receiver or double receivers, depending on, like, what the call is, coverage-wise and everything. And then once after that, if I'm on the island and I know it's man, I'm just looking at my man. I'm locked into him the whole time.
What about when you have an opportunity, and obviously you want to compete at a high level, and you're playing against some outstanding wide receivers? How does that help you when it's time for you to get into the game situation?
Oh, it's the best, preparation for me ever, because I know, Noah Brown and Curtis and all those guys, they're the best receivers I go against all year to me. So I know they get me prepared for the game.
Raekwon, you've been with Luke Fickell now for, 3 years now,
Yeah.
and, tell us a little bit about his style of coaching and how he gets you guys ready.
Back when I got recruited, man, I was always looking for the best coach that can put me in the best position to take me to where I want to be in my dreams and aspirations. And Coach Fick, his track record, man, he's coached some of the best linebackers of all time in college football and then have translated over to the NFL. So I think Coach Fick does a good job of being there for you in every facet of your life, not just football, but on and off the field. And he keeps you accountable in your academics. He keeps a great balance for all the linebackers in the room. And when it's time to go out there on the field, he knows what he's talking about because he has a great track record.
Now, Gareon, I hear a lot when I'm watching practice, have a plan. Have a plan, right? It comes out of his mouth every time. And that's just every time you need to have a plan every time you step to the line?
Yeah. So we got a chart in our room, or a billboard kind of, and it's called make a plan chart. And you just have to know the formation and know the personnel, get the call, and line up, look at the splits and all that, and just make sure you have a plan so you know what you got to do for that that specific play. You got to look at receiver splits, and you got to look at all that so you can have a knowledge or pre-knowledge for what's going to happen that time in that play.
Now, Gareon, also, you've had a chance, both of you guys been in great situations to go against a high-powered offense last year. And we talked a little earlier about a lot of new guys or guys that haven't had the experience. What do you see from each of you guys, see from the offense up to this point?
Our offense?
Yes.
I feel like we have a lot of skilled players that are ready to get the ball in their hands and make plays. I see a lot of fast people and a lot of people that know what they're doing, and the young guys are looking real good too right now. And I just feel like JT, he'll lead them in the right way. Him and Pat, they're great leaders, and I know they'll get them ready for the game.
Raekwon, what about you?
Yeah, for me, I'm an in-the-box player. Sometimes I go out there and cover somebody like he do. But, like the coaches always say, man, if you have that strong core, like, and I look across the line of scrimmage, I see my D-line, of course, but I see the offensive line and the guys they have across the line of scrimmage, and I see who's taking the snaps. And once you see you have JT Barrett, their quarterback, and the offensive line that they have, you know that we can be successful on offense.
How about the running backs a little bit?
Yeah, the running backs are getting there, man. Mike Weber, he's a young guy coming in. I think he's going to be solid. And then we got a couple guys, like Gareon said, a couple young guys coming in, DeMario McCall, Antonio Williams, coming in and taking reps at running back. I think they can be solid as well. But, you know, they got to get this camp in.
Interested in the difference between this year and last year. You know, we were here a year ago, and you guys were the unanimous preseason #1 team. And now that's not the case. Certainly a team that a lot of people think could compete among the elite in the nation, but not necessarily picked at the very top. Is there more pressure or less pressure in this situation?
For me, I feel like it's less pressure. Because less pressure at the beginning, but more pressure at the end to come out and actually produce at the end of camp and the start of the season. Less pressure at the beginning of camp because we don't have all the media around here. We don't have all the cameras going around like we did last year. Last year we got into all the cameras, all the social media stuff. This year we're just getting down to the basics and going to work. And you can really enjoy that as a player.
What about from your point of view, Gareon?
I feel the same way. It's less pressure, like right now, because like you said, all the media, you don't got a lot of guys like thinking about the next level and all that. And you got a lot of young players, so we got something to prove. So I feel like they take that to another step, and they feel like we got to prove ourselves to be up there at that higher standard that everybody like expects us to be at.
Gareon Conley, Raekwon McMillan, best of luck this year. Thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to us, guys.
Appreciate you. Go Bucks.
Thank you.